Hey, Tammy, yeah, you can zoom in.
Hello. Okay, so in here we have Kim Mason, Dana Sharp, Bethel May, and Jesse Nadig. And then you're on mute, Carleeta, just,
I know. I was listening to a voice thing real quick. Hello, everybody.
And then I talked to Pam Curtis earlier today, and she's like,
on. She just hopped on.
Yeah, and so I said, well, jump on. So then Pam's on as well for us. So we have a nice little group. So thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And thank you for snow days. And thank you for snow days, because now we can all be here.
Yes. So you guys are out of school. Is it still like crazy cold up there?
Yeah, that's why we have a cold day today. There's no like snow falling. It's just too cold for kids to go to school.
Yeah. Hi, Laylee. Was that Laylee? No.
Actually, Addie, Luke's daughter.
I was gonna say, I didn't see. I was like, I don't think that was Laylee. I just saw hair.
Well, I know how busy you are, and so my goal is to learn from you to help coach people, and then they'll learn from you as well.
Right.
Because Jesse spurred this weekend. She reached out to me and said, I need some coaching.
Okay.
And I work with her all the time. So I thought, you know what, maybe if Carleeta could get on and help us.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, you guys may not like what I say if we do that, but I'm here and I will help you because honestly, you guys, go ahead, Daniel. I'll let you finish.
Oh, go. You know what? You go.
Well, I was just going to say, honestly, what I think is that more than anything, if you guys plug in, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are faithful to plug in, you are the most overcoached team in all of Arbonne. So what we need more than anything, and then you guys can talk to me and tell me what you're doing, is we need action. We need application. We need to be taking those steps. If you are taking those steps, the next thing we need to do is go, are we getting the results, and evaluate it? And if we are not getting the results that you think you need, don't keep hitting your head against a wall and getting nothing. That's when you ask for help. And then that way we can look at it and we can go, okay, when you don't have enough activity on your calendar, there's one of two problems. Belief is bottom line. Do you believe in the four things that we know we have to believe in Arbonne? And most people can say, I believe in the industry, I believe in the company, I believe in the products. The you is the struggle, but that's an inside job that I can't fix, but I can help you know how I fix mine. I've been listening to podcasts all morning long and learning what it is that we have to do to be good customer service people and different things like that, or good leaders or good communicators, good connectors. You guys, I am good at what I do, but it's only because I work so hard on me. It was like I was doing a call for Peyton Schreiber last night, and I was like, you guys, work harder on you than you work on your business. But whatever you're doing to learn when you're working on you, you have to then go put into action. So belief is the first thing that we have to have. Do you believe what I believe? I believe in all three of those things. And I also believe with all of my heart that there is not one person on the face of this earth that can't come in here and be successful at it if you go to work and do what the rest of us have done. Because you guys, I've seen every walk of life come in here, short of, somebody who's unethical and illegal and all of those things. That's the only thing that will not work in this company, but everything else works. It doesn't matter what your personality, nice is good, but you don't have to be vivacious. You don't have to be Danielle. You don't have to be Carleeta. You can be you, and you're going to connect with people and help people that we would never help. So there's no personality defect short of character traits and being unethical that would keep you from being successful. And I'm not worried about any of those things with all of you guys. So that you need to just rest. So I believe in you. Do you believe that you can do this too? Because whatever you're telling yourself, you guys, it's the old saying, I can believe you're not going to get successful, but if you believe it, you're going to get successful. But if everybody believes you can get successful, but you don't believe you can get successful, you won't get successful. So that's the bottom line. But what I want you to do is gain confidence in this, not go, yep, she's right, I don't believe in me. I want you to gain confidence here, knowing people believe in you and they know this works and can work for you. You just have to start hanging around those people. I was listening to a podcast yesterday and it was like, whoever you're hanging around is what you're going to, become. We know that from the word or the truth or whatever it is that you guys read and listen to. I believe that book first. When I hear other people affirm it, I'm like, okay, we're on the right track. But that, you guys, is who we're becoming and what we're going to be doing, saying, thinking, acting, all of those things. And so I love that we have this accountability group coming up, because it's going to be with a group of people that are working to believe in themselves the way that we all believe in you. And that's going to be where you can put yourself around that group, because if you live in a world where, and we all do, where they don't know our bond like we know our bond, they don't believe in our bond like we believe in our bond. And if they think it's, making you sad or upset, they're going to tell you to quit instead of helping you figure out how to grow through it. And so those are things you have to watch on the outside world for you. But when it comes down to not having enough activity on your calendar outside of belief, it's either you're not asking enough or you're asking and you're hearing no. So I just ask people, are you asking and hearing no, or are you not asking? Because then the algorithm goes a different way depending on the response. And if you're asking and hearing no, then I need to know who your people are, why you thought of them. And if you heard anything I said this weekend, you're seeing me go down that list of 5 key qualities. Who are your people? Why did you think of them? And then how are you asking them? Show me your ask. And then I want to see what their response is. And then I want to know what you did with it. Because you guys, it's not a guarantee that people are going to say yes. That ask just makes it really hard for them to say no. So if they don't say yes, then are you equipped and good at getting past the obstacle to whatever it is that they're saying they won't do with you or meet with you on? So those are the things that I would have to know, and how I would coach anybody that I was sitting here talking to. Does that help, Danielle, at all?
Yeah, so can we actually do that? Can I
Yeah.
Jessie, because Jessie is the one who asked for it.
Okay.
So Jessie, where are you at with your ask?
So I do ask at least one person every day, one part of the group. But I think that is an issue where I get an obstacle or someone will say not interested, and because the fear sets in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And so let me stop you right there, because if I don't, I may not remember. But when you say the fear sets in, the fear of what, Jessie? I mean, the fear of them saying no and not coming and listening to you, or the fear of them passing up a life-changing opportunity for their health and their wealth in every way? What are you fearing whenever you say, I fear? Huh?
And losing them completely.
Okay. Danielle, can you kind of restate everything for me? Because I have a hard time hearing it.
She said her biggest fear is annoying people and then pushing them away so she loses them completely.
Okay. So you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. That's been a cardinal rule that I've heard and grown up with in this company since day one. So we just have to be faithful with the ask and with the gift that we've been given, and share it with the world faithfully and passionately. And when you do it with belief and you fear them walking away from this for them, Jessie, what you're doing is you're thinking of you. And I know this is so hard to hear because you're one of the sweetest people in the whole world. And yet I'm sitting here saying, Jessie, you're just focusing on you. That's not where you're going to get anybody, to let you help them, because you're thinking more of you than you are of them. But it's true. And it's hard to hear, but it's what you need to hear in order to be able to tweak what it is you're doing. And if you think of it that way, you would never, ever want to say, I'm worried more about me than I am them. But if you're sitting there worrying that you're going to lose a friend forever or have them walk away from you forever, losing the prospect.
Like I'm going to say the wrong thing and they're just going to shut out and ignore me.
Yeah, but again, okay. So okay. So it's a little of both. Like it's still like I'm losing an opportunity to build my business. You know what I'm saying? And you're losing the opportunity, you know, maybe to have them in your life or whatever. But it's like you're playing not to lose. You're not playing to win. You are.
Carleeta, you know what really helped me put this in perspective when we had that conversation and I had to message you to have you say it again to me?
Yes.
I fear not helping people know about Arbonne and helping them more than I fear I think of them. But I don't know if that helps you put that in a perspective for me, that we have to fear not helping people more than what they think of me. And that really helped me get over a huge hump the past couple of
Right.
years.
And that boils down to belief. I mean, do you believe that Arbonne is really the vehicle? And even if they say no, say, you know what, I did a call last night and it was like, okay, well, you know, whenever they say no or yes, maybe in 3 months or 6 months, I don't let that be their answer, because I know if they really, really knew what I knew, they would be doing it right now. And so I just say, you know what, that is great. I understand now is not the time for you. Let's go ahead and meet and let me share with you what it is. Maybe even help you start living the product so you can enjoy the benefits and start building belief in the products. But bottom line, you're going to get healthy and enjoy a better health, you know, journey until we get ready to go in here and do this as a business. But if after you hear it, no is your answer, that's fine. But let's go ahead and let me share it with you, or let me go ahead and get you started on some products as a client. And then when you're ready, you can do it. But just getting them to say yes now is me getting and working to get one step closer to them being a yes, because they need it now, even though they can't see that they need it now. And that's belief, though. I believe Arbonne is going to be a blessing for everybody's life, no matter what part of it you participate in. Client, products, customer, consultant, building the business, taking control of your life, improving yourself, growing yourself. There's not a thing that we do that isn't great for people. And I believe it with all my heart. And I do not want them to wait on that blessing for their life, nor do I want them to pass it up altogether. So that's what I worry about more. Like, truly, that's what I think about more than anything. And what you need to cling to is whatever it is that made you think of this person, the connecting the dots part of why you thought of them. And no, that is the only thing you are concerned about helping right there. There'll be other people you can talk to, but what you're worried about is helping this person with what made you think of them to begin with. Beth, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say that it's funny because today I reached out to my best friend from college, and, you know, it's crickets. So I did it again today, and I was thinking about you, and actually the same thing. I thought, you know what? This is healthy for her because she's not healthy. I'm just going to send it. Then she came back, and of course the whole thing as far as if I'm interested at some point, I will reach back out to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, knowing that I'm going to help her.
Well, you know what? When she says that, say, I understand that that's what you want to do. Again, I mean, fear her not having this more than you fear not having her in your life or her getting upset. But I would say, you know what? I understand that you will ask, what was I was just getting ready to say something. Like, tell me what she said. If I'm interested, I'll reach back out to you or whatever. Say, okay, so let me think how I would say that, because I had it and then I went off on something else. I'll reach back out to you. Say, oh, I was going to say, I understand that, but can you just tell me what your hesitation is to letting me share it with you now?
Okay.
Or I use this all the time. Can I ask you one more question? And then I'd say, what is your hesitation to having me share it with you right now? Because I am really okay with you telling me no after you hear it. But until then, I really just feel like you are saying no to something that you don't know what you're saying no to. And I see so many great things that it would do for you if you would just let me share it with you. And if you don't see it the way I see it for you, then I'm fine. But I will tell you, honestly, I lose sleep right now thinking this would be amazing if you just knew what it was that I knew.
That's awesome. Like, would you do the same thing back to somebody where, because I'm so proud of myself. I color coordinated. Since you left, I did the 100 people and more. And so some people I've heard back from. So tonight at 6, I'm done with having some jump 1. But some you hear nothing from. So like in a few days, do you do the same thing back?
Yes. And I mean, like I talked to a lady on actually the day I got back from New York. We ended up going to dinner that night, and this cute girl was waiting on us. I mean, not in school, trying to figure out what she wants to do, but doesn't know what she's going to do, not getting any financial help, working at a restaurant. And I'm like, you know, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not, but I think and she wants to do something in health and wellness. And I'm like, I think what I do might be something you would be very interested in and that would be perfect for you. Would you be willing? I set up an appointment, and I even closed the deal and said, how about coming over? We figured out when her day's off, Wednesday at 3:00. Well, yesterday at 3:00, I was sitting here. I messaged her Tuesday night, messaged her again Wednesday morning, crickets back. But you know what? I'm not done with her yet. I mean, I'm going to keep asking and keep following up. And I did yesterday. I said, I know you're super busy. I don't even know if you've had a chance to read these things because I control my head and I don't know how to tell that, but I messaged her in Facebook Messenger and I messaged on text. And I had Lindsay look last night. I was like, has she read these? Do you know how to tell? And she said, the text, you can't tell unless somebody has because I don't have one whenever I read my text because I don't want people to know if I've read it and not responded yet. So she may have that, but she also, on the messenger, she said she hasn't seen this one, Mom. So I'm like, okay, but I knew that. I thought, you know, she probably hasn't even seen it, or maybe her schedule got changed at work because you know how restaurants are. And if somebody called in sick, they call and say, hey, I need you to come to work, you know. I mean, I'm not sitting there thinking bad things about what she thinks about me. I'm sitting there thinking life is busy for her. She's doing the best she can to survive it, which is absolutely why I need to share it with her. And I need to just give her grace and help her continue to realize this could be something she needs to hear about so that it can change her situation. So I make up all the things in my head that, oh my gosh, this poor girl's having a horrible day. And that's why she couldn't meet with me. And then I did say something like, you know, I don't want to leave you hanging. I just want to make sure I'm doing what I promised you I would do. If you're not interested, that's fine. You can let me know because I don't want to bug you. I don't want to stalk you or something like that. I could even text Danielle the message that I sent. But you guys, it's just giving grace. It's following up because we hear all the time it takes, you know, 15, 30 times, whatever. I mean, but we stop after one. Beth, I'm proud of you for going back and doing it again, but you still need to go back again, you know? And then if she says no to hearing it, even after you pour your sincere heart out, then you just stay loving her, connecting with her, liking, commenting, whatever it is she's doing. But when you see her life being hard and struggling, you go, hey, Beth, you know what? Are you ready to listen yet? And that's kind of a smart, alecky way to say it. But, you know, would you be willing to sit down and let me share it with you now? You know, this is what I hear. This is what I share it with you then. But again, this is where your life is and where I think it would make such a positive difference for you. Would you please just let me share it with you? Again, tell me no if you want, but just hear it. And voice texting some of that sometimes, you guys, is better than texting it.
Jesse, has this been helpful?
Yes.
Do you have any specific questions that you would have asked, if it was just you and me, that you would have brought up?
Yeah, let me help Danielle.
You know, is there anything that you would, I feel like that is what you needed to hear. But is there any specific questions that you would ask me other than what you just heard?
Not really. Basically all me. It's always me.
But you know what, honey? Do that in a good way. The exciting part about that, that's where you have to work on your head. Like, it's all you. The good news is, who can fix it? I mean, that dumbbell, it's all me. I suck. I'm a loser. That's the wrong response or feeling that you're not supposed to have. The good response is you are in control. You have the power to fix this. And even if those people that have said no to you continue to be a no, they can't stop you because you're on a mission with a passion to make a difference for whoever it is that's going to let you. And you know what else? If people say no to all of that, that's when I move into the, well, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? The if I would you analogy, theory, whatever it is that they call it. But then I say, okay, but if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And then that gives you another chance to follow up. So that's my next kind of funnel thing that I do. I want to have a conversation with them first, where other people send a video first. I'm like, not my style. I want to talk to you because I want to know what your hesitations are, what your obstacles are. And I want you to have to tell them to me because guess what? I'm good at helping you get over them. So I want to do that. But if they won't do that, despite all my good efforts, then I'm going to say, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And let me follow up with you and see what you thought. So, okay. But I just want, you don't have to tell me what your head was thinking when you said it's all me, but I want you to tell your head what you were thinking when you said it's all me. Was it, it's all me, that's a great thing, I can fix it? Or was it all me, I'm a loser, I'm not good at this?
No, I didn't say that. I said,
okay,
I know how to fix this and I need to do it.
Okay, perfect. That makes me happy because I can't help that other part other than telling you what I need to do because I'm like John Maxwell. I'm an equipper, not a counselor. So people that want to be victims are not very, they don't like hanging out with me too much because I'm a fixer.
Does anyone have any specific questions? I mean, I feel like this is exactly what.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the when they come back with these things, like, well, it's not on our, like the things that you've shared previously, and it's like these things like, not now, or I'll get back to you.
Right.
Just don't get, this is what she said.
Yeah, just don't let that be a stop. What can I do, you guys? Let me ask you this. What can I do to help you guys remember there's another step after that? Is there anything else other than just being connected to training and learning and then doing and then practicing and doing it again? I mean, I'm thinking, do I need another thumbnail? I can make a thumbnail.
We were just talking about thumbnails. That's funny.
So, I mean, I do love those thumbnails, you guys, because they're a guide. I mean, they're just like a quick little reminder. Like if you were to call me or text me and say, I can't get this person to listen, I'm going to say, here's this ask. Did you do it just like this? Because even though I know I made them, I know I have them, I know they're on the website, I know everybody can get them, I also know most people don't.
Yeah, doesn't mean we use them.
Yeah, and that's when you come to me and tell me that, that's where I can send you a resource and help you realize you've got a tool for this if you use it. And then it helps you empower you to do it. But then the next time when you have somebody on your team struggle, you go, hey, there's a tool for that.
I just learned a lot right now.
Okay.
And I think it would hearing you say it that way, so I don't utilize the thumbnails like that.
You don't, you cut out.
Oh, are you, can you hear me? Okay. So I haven't utilized the thumbnails like that. And that makes complete sense to me. So when Jessie tells me that this is what she's going through, I can send a thumbnail. This is how you asked. And then she says, it is, but I've gotten this response. Maybe it does make sense to have a thumbnail that says, when you feel like people aren't listening.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's like, ask yourself, did you ask?
Like overcoming obstacles.
Yeah. The obstacle of getting somebody to actually just take a look, like that, initial ask obstacle.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea because I can't tell you the number of people that's what I hear from them. And if I think to use the thumbnails, I can just send that and just be like.
Well, and you guys, I have them say, just for your information as a tip, like I have them saved in my photos, like my take a look presentation. Like, here's my getting started thumbnails. Like, I have people that are looking at kits and stuff that I've done Facebook Lives with and Zooms with this last several days. And I'm like click, 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 click. Here's the thumbnails that you can see. Let them know exactly how much this is going to cost them when they say yes to this system today before month end close, so you can hit your goal. You know, I use these thumbnails like crazy. You should too.
Do you have any thumbnails on your phone that are not under all document thumbnails, or are all those the same?
You have. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're all on there. These are, I mean, this is my getting started file. And I have things in here that like I have, but I don't use. So I don't have them on my website because I'm like, I'm not using that. So I'm not going to confuse you guys. I put the ones up that I truly use on a regular basis.
Okay.
You know, like I love that if I have a consultant starting and they're looking at doing both sets. This is what it costs you.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, if you don't want to be a consultant and you want to be a preferred client that just wants to live the healthy living set, this is what it would cost you.
Yes.
You know, I mean, how quick and easy, instead of having to say, let me let you know how much it would cost you. I mean, it's right there. And then, like, if I'm going to do a take a look, that's my getting started file, because it's everything you need to get started in your business, from you knowing how much a product's going to cost you to you helping other people know how to do it. But then I have a take a look folder, album. It's not a folder, it's an album. And I have that, and I have every picture from our take a look presentation in there that I can pull up in a messenger chat if I'm doing a take a look on my phone.
That's helpful. Thank you.
It's being organized, you know, and utilizing the resources that you have. And you guys, seriously, I mean, that's the only reason the reason also that I resend those whenever I have people struggling in it, or like I've sent these out, but the girl that I resent it to because she's working to hit a big goal, she saw me put those on my feed whenever I put it out to my team. And that's the difference too. What you guys get may be a little different than what I give, but I put it on my feed and she's seen it, but until you need it.
Yes. No. Yes. Yep.
So even though I say, here's your getting started, I don't expect that it to be one and done. Just like I don't expect somebody to let me ask them once and be done. I'm going to have to keep following up and keep leading you to it. But I can never say, if I'm a leader that takes responsibility, my team just doesn't use these thumbnails. I have to say, I haven't led my team to use these thumbnails yet and figure out a way to do it. So this is how I lead people to them.
Okay. Well, I think you just led 5 of us, and we'll go out and spread the word.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will work on making one on overcoming obstacles to take a look or whatever, an appointment, an event. Okay.
I like the thumbnails because I just found I never clicked on it, because you have your Dropbox there, and that shows everything.
Yes. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, that may be Tammy.
That's Tammy.
Tammy does that. Yeah, Tammy does that. I don't connect it to my Dropbox. I just have it on our website.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But that's fine. I mean, that's how Tammy likes to communicate. Yeah. I would love for you guys, if you could, real quick, while you're all together, send me some of those common obstacles that you hear back or hesitations.
Okay.
And then that way I can put them there and go, here's this one. Here's what I'd say. Here's this one. Here's what I would say. Here's this one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that will help me get what's a real problem out there for you guys.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are we done?
Wait, no, where do we send it? I mean, to your email, to a text?
Pam, Voxer me, and then I'll put them all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Thank you. And Daniel, I just want to say thank you, honey, because I mean, probably my age more than anything, but just I'm busy, and I just thank you so much for giving me gosh, I want to cry telling you this. I don't know why. I'm just grateful.
Because you're exhausted because you were
Maybe, but I am so grateful because I've like double booked myself this week. I didn't have appointments on my calendar, and honestly, you ask me for things, but until I know it's confirmed, I don't always get it in my calendar, or I get busy and I'm like, I said yes to you, but the next thing will come in, and you sent the reminder saying we have this and this and this, and it was in my time zone, and you made it easy for me. And I just want to say thank you, because I love helping you guys, and I'll do whatever I can, but you didn't let me fail in it. So thank you.
Well, we just appreciate your time, and I can only imagine how busy you are. So I just want to make it simple to work with us, as easy as possible. And
Yes.
time. So the thing that I've put out to our team is that we're just doing discovers when we do discovers, and whenever we're doing it, I put it on the Facebook page, and anybody's welcome to throw anyone into the ones I post.
Perfect.
So, yep. So tonight you're doing the 5 o'clock your time with Beth, but already Pam has people that are jumping on too. Jesse does too. So like anytime you're doing it where it's a take a look, we're gonna just try to get people on.
I think that's smart. I'm gonna start adding that to my team. And
Okay.
saying, hey, I'm doing one here. That'll be good. And then it'll be up to us, you guys, though, to do really, really good follow-up, because people on the group ones may not speak up as much. But I need you guys, if you have people on there, to help me encourage them to speak. Okay? So, like, Beth, if you have somebody on there, but there's 4 other people on there, you can say, hey, Jesse, I know you're on here. Share with us right now what your hesitations are, you know?
Okay, so Kim and I were discussing that because I did one last night and we had 4 or 5 people, prospects on, and so nobody spoke.
Right.
And so afterwards we're like, how can we combat that? So that is a great idea of just kind of calling people out, because when you talk, they talk.
Right.
The other thought Kim and I had was maybe just like the consultants jumping on and saying like, well, this was the hesitation I had, to just kind of get conversation started, but I'm people out.
That's really good too. That's good, because you can talk about the most common, but unless we address it with them, for them, they may still go, yeah, well, that was you. It wouldn't work for me, you know? And that's the only thing. So if they don't, you just have to do really good follow-up, you know? I mean, it's going to take good follow-up anyway to close a deal, but.
So Kim just said, so what is the follow-up?
Like I have to call my guy when we get off the
So
phone.
like we had people on last night. What would your follow-up be after they get on a call like that?
I would totally follow up with them right after, immediately after, and say, hey, what did you think? You know, and get on a little chat with them, and even put like Danielle in it, or somebody else if you want, and say, hey, or start it with them to say, I'm going to add my friend Danielle, who's really good at helping people, you know, get through some obstacles and or hesitations.
You know, you say that a lot, and I'm wondering, because when I hear that, now this could be my negative belief, I think they don't want to get through their hesitations, but do they? Do people like?
You know what? That's where I believe in people, and you don't. I mean, and that's just my belief in people. I mean, we're people that are unhealthy or, you know, overweight. Like my whole family. I mean, I've watched my little sister be like obese her whole life. My little niece is morbidly obese her whole life. Do I believe for a second they are good being that? No. I believe if they thought they had hope and could do it different, they would, you know? And I just need to know, they know there's a way, and I would help them if they choose to still not do it, because sometimes they're there because that's where they've chosen to stay, even though they've been given an offer to hand up, not a handout, but a hand up. Then I have to let them stay for the moment. But it's not that I believe they're good with where they are at, and that someday I'll get a chance to say, hey, Katie, are you ready to hear it yet? You know, I would love to help you. You could absolutely do this if you just let me help you. I'll walk side by side, be there with you, support you, teach you, equip you, empower you to take control of your health truly, and let it not control you for the first time in your life. And I believe I can do that with you if you will let me help you.
Have you said that to them?
Yeah.
Then they're not ready.
Not ready. And that's okay. But you know what? Some people hear that and they're ready. They just needed somebody to believe in them more than they believe in themselves. And that's what we get to do, you guys. That's the most humbling part of this journey in this business, is that we get to give belief to the world, hope to the world. When you hear the hope dealers, Most people like to just believe people are good with where they are, or maybe they don't even care because they're so worried about where they are in life that they don't know where anybody else is. I believe everybody would do better if they just knew how and had a way. And when you have somebody just like you guys, when I look at you and I tell you, I believe you can do this, what do you want to do for me? Not that you do this business for me, but you want to prove me right. Because I may be one of the only people in your life that has ever said, I believe you can. I have a nephew in prison that I tell him every day, this is not, you don't get to get off easy with me and me think this is as good as you can be or where you're at because this is all you can do. I know what you can do, and I believe you can do it. We got to pay our price, but when you get out of here, don't you think for a second there's not big plans for your life. And he sends me messages and letters telling me, as hard as I've been on him, because I've been the hardest person on him, I was also the one that told him to leave my home when he walked into it high on drugs because he made everyone there uncomfortable and he didn't care if he was there anyway because he couldn't feel or know anything that was going on in his world. And I told him, I love you. You are welcome anytime, but not when you're like this because you're making everybody else who wants to be here with this family uncomfortable because you are way out of your head. So as I was hugging him, hi, I was also telling him, bye, you need to leave. But at the same time, I didn't quit loving him. I didn't quit believing in him. And he knows he can do more, and he has been created for greatness. He just has to choose to walk in it.
Thank you. We're going to pass out tissues here now.
My husband.
Who? I'm sorry. Who was that?
He doesn't even want to try.
Beth? Was that you that said that?
She said her husband doesn't even want to try. Like he's, he needs a lot of
For
help.
health? Yeah. But you know what? Ask him why he doesn't want to try. We have to start with why, you guys, just like our book club, Beth, that you like engaged in and it spoke to you. Everybody has to have a why. You know?
I have. He's afraid of failing.
He's what?
Afraid of failing in the 30 days. He's afraid of not.
You know what? That's the thing. That's what you need to help him realize is the great thing about our plan is that you can't fail. I mean, I tell people, if you take a baby step in the healthy direction, you're going to have healthy results. And it's going to make you want to take more. If you did one shake a day, it doesn't have to be that you eliminate everything. You guys, don't be hardcore on that. I mean, not that I don't think it's great for some people. And if your health is in a crisis, you need a 30-day clean eating detox, whatever. But I will tell you, I live in Oklahoma. I have a whole lot of people that have gotten really healthy who have never done a full 30-day elimination diet. This can work just as good at an 80-20, 70-30, 60-40 as it can 100-0. It just might take a little longer. So there is no failing. This is not a diet. This is just you taking a step in the healthy direction and realizing you like how you feel and you might want to take another one. But Beth, and I'm not judging, maybe I am. What it appears to me is you have tried so long, you quit believing in him. And you know what? It's like people in Arbonne. You can come to me 100 times and tell me you're going to do this business and then end up doing nothing with it every one of those 100 times. And you can come back to me 101 times and tell me you're here and you're ready and you're going to do it. And you know what? I'm going to believe. I believe you can the minute you decide you can. And I am here to help you. The teacher has just been waiting for the student to show up. And I don't know about you, but my Heavenly Father told me 7 times 70. How many times do I need to forgive? How many times do I need to keep believing? And it's like 7 or 70 was the person asking the question. And he said 7 times 70. And it's not even that number. What he's saying is there is no end to my love and my grace. And if there's no end for me with his love and his grace for me, then my job is to pay that gift forward and to have no end for love and grace for every single person that I get to have in my life. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know it's hard to see the people, believe me, I have family, but you guys, you know what? They didn't jump on immediately in this program. I mean, years. But I have a mom who's lost 100 pounds on this, living, not just Arbonne, but just living healthier because she started believing she could because she saw us. And yes, she does do some Arbonne, but not, she didn't do the 30-day plan to do this. I mean, I can't say she didn't do the 30-day plan. She lives Arbonne, but she didn't do the elimination, diet thing or whatever. What do we do? Because I don't know. I just tell people, live this plan. It's fail proof. You can't help but get healthy. One time a day is 33.3% perfect. Twice a day, 66.6% perfect. Do you not think you're going to see some positive results? When you're eating vegan once or twice a day, eat whatever you want that third time. Enjoy. Your body can handle it. And I cheer them with my wine glass. Have fun with it. Don't take ourselves too seriously.
That's part of our group here. We've taken ourselves too seriously. We've overcomplicated this, and we put so much pressure on growing it that we lost kind of the fun. And it's time to just have fun with it, change the world, help people one at a time, let them lead you to the next person in their life that they know that change and hope and to be healthy and have fun with that one.
Yes.
So, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you guys. Love you. Love you. Send me your obstacles and hesitations or ideas that we need for new thumbnails.
Can you send me
Yes, I will. If it'll upload. I've had some that haven't uploaded, but hopefully this one will. So, okay. Bye-bye.
Love you, Pam.
Bye, guys.